Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to a very grey day in Perth, where we are joined by an equally grey BMW M6 Gran Coupe. The Gran Coupe because it has the extra door. Now, from factory, these things are absolute savages, and this one is not particularly stock. And up front, we are joined by BMW's incredible 4.4 litre twin turbo V8 from factory, pushing out 412 kilowatts. Now, interestingly, 680 newton meters of torque is on tap from 1500 RPM, which is insane, which propels you all the way up to 5,700 RPM, redlining around 7. These are ridiculous. Now, I say factory because this has a stage 1 tune, and it is also the competition pack. Now, the competition pack came with an extra 11 kilowatts. Just take a really big shit and I'm sure you'll get the same. However, the stage 1 map gives around an extra 100 horsepower, so this could be a 480 kilowatt 650 horsepower car. Now, from factory, someone went super trigger happy with the option checklist, including these $24,000 carbon ceramic brakes. Inside, we've got the Bang & Olufsen, I've said that wrong, flame me in the comments. We also have the competition pack, which gives you some carbon fibre, some neat trim bits here and there, and also 11 kilowatts of more power. So how does that 11 kilowatts translate into the real world? Well, let's face it, it doesn't. Really. If you drive the Gran Coupe and the Gran Coupe competition pack next to each other, would you notice the difference in 11 kilowatts? Maybe, but in a car this big and that's already that powerful, questionable. Now, in terms of interior, that's where things go a bit nuts. Carbon fibre absolutely everywhere. Heads up display, nice M logo, flappy paddle gearbox, which is actually really good. There is reports that it is obviously of its era, maybe second best only to PDK, which should tell you just how mental this gearbox actually is. I have BMW's infamous iDrive, which, let's face it, has more options than any other infotainment system put together, which, when you think about it, is absolutely nuts. I've just been watching TV waiting for the weather to clear. And once the weather had cleared, we took a look at the rear seats. Rear seats, you ask? Now, they can reportedly fit 3 people. So let's have a count, shall we? 1, 2, and 3. Yep, I personally don't see this being a 3-seater rear, but that's not really the point, is it? The point is that you can have 500 and whatever horsepower, 400 kilowatts of power, and still take all your mates, well, 3 of your mates, to wherever the hell you want to go. Now it gains that extra space and the extra door by being 116 mil longer than the equivalent M6 of its time. The bigger numbers do not stop there. This car weighs 1,875 kilos curb weight. It was built at the time to compete with the likes of the Mercs and the Audi estates of the world, and it did so in price as well. This car, without the options, was a $300,000 car. With the options that you see, the competition pack, the ceramic brakes, and amongst other options, it's a $350,000 car. But does it drive like one? And drive well, it most certainly does. And for $300,000, you'd expect absolutely nothing less. You do have all your different driving modes, and almost every touch point of the car is configurable: suspension, steering, even how quickly the shift is. Now the shifter is incredibly nice. I do wish the paddles were a little bit larger. However, I have seen there is some aftermarket options for bigger paddles, and they look sick, and they will definitely make this feel just that little bit more sporty. Now we do have to talk about those $24,000 brakes. As I come up to a set of traffic lights, we'll downshift. I barely touched them. Yeah, they're pretty special. Now, obviously, the whole point of carbon ceramics is that when you get on track, they just don't fade. That's the whole. All right, I'm trying to pull away, and it's pretty down. Traction control is like, nope, not today, kiddo. In terms of comfort, I'm obviously in Sport Plus. It's firm, it's not annoying, it's not uncomfortable. I'll change it to Sport. You can definitely feel the difference, but more so in the steering. The steering is where I have my bugbear with BMWs. They've definitely solved this with this variant. Now they certainly aren't small cars, not by any stretch of the imagination, but inside you are really left to feel that it's really not as big as you would believe. The carbon roof helps lower the center of gravity, so its handling is absolutely superb. The Bang & Olufsen, I don't know how to say that, sound system is impeccable. Carbon fiber splashed everywhere, just makes you feel like you're in the sportiest of sports cars. And finally finished in that ridiculously expensive option, frozen grey metallic, I think it's called. And of course the number plate to match. If you can tell me what that means in the comments, I will pin your post. In the comments, what does the number plate mean? So there you have it, the M6 Gran Coupe, an incredibly capable car, rip your face off power, and looks that could absolutely kill. Thank you so much to Ollie for lending me his pride and joy for the afternoon. All his Instagrams are linked down below. And as always, if you did like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you would, please subscribe. That would be so much appreciated. Helps me get some awesome cars like this and give you guys and girls some incredible content for boot. Till the next one, have a beautiful evening, afternoon, wherever the goddamn hell you are in the world. I hope you're surviving through these absolute mental times. Till the next one.